As always, visiting the Legend Sports Universe YouTube channel, Legend Sports Universe, where legends play forever. Week 17 of Year 1 of the Franchise Stars Football League brings us to Indianapolis for a huge matchup with big playoff implications down this home stretch. The penultimate week of the season sees the Oakland Raiders visit the Indianapolis Colts. The Raiders come in having dropped 3 straight. They were 11-1 heading into their late bye week. They've dropped 3 coming out of the break to fall to 11-4. They now have lost the top seed in the AFC, much to the dismay of Coach John Madden. The Raiders will try to right the ship here. They have clinched a playoff position, but they want that top spot and home field advantage throughout. The Colts, in the meantime, are trying to find their way into the postseason. A win here would greatly help that. A loss here would make that an incredibly difficult task for Indianapolis. Appreciate you tuning in, as always, here on the channel. Second of 5 Week 17 streams. Kickoff, Colts receive. Hester has it. Out across the 20, out across the 25, slips through a tackle. Nice return there by Hester to open things up for the Colts. And now the ball will be placed in the hands of quarterback Bert Jones. Jones has done a fine job this season. 24 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, coming up on 3,600 yards passing for Jones. Roger Carr, his favorite target. You saw Carr in that introduction placard. Raiders change things up on defense here. 2 tight ends sent for the Colts. Blitz from the outside, and down goes Jones. So Nnamdi Asomugha comes from the outside for the sack. First down. Down goes Jones. Loss of 6 back at the 25. Good start for this Raiders defense. Handoff. Lydell Mitchell tries to get to the outside, and down he goes. Nothing there. Eddie Anderson on the stop. It'll be 3rd and 16. Jones in the shotgun. Stands in, looks, airs it out down the right-hand side. He's got a man, but he overthrew him. Dowdy down the right-hand side. He got a step on Lester Hayes. Hayes knows he got away with one there. Dowdy beat him. And now Ron Stark will come on for the punt. So the Colts go 3 and out here on their first series. Fair catch called back at the 31 by Lester Hayes. And that presumably means that Tim Brown is still injured. Brown got hurt a week ago. A.C. Stabler, 26 touchdowns, 13 interceptions. Tim Brown has been the top receiver for the Raiders. But you'll see, yep, he's not starting. Mervin Fernandez is up top. Mike Siani on the low side. So Tim Brown is out for this game. Handoff there, Marcus Allen. 19 carries for 72 for Allen. The Raiders have started to ease Allen's load a little bit the past few weeks. Allen was carrying 25 plus pretty much every week. And then when the Raiders kind of came out of that bye week, they've given it to Allen a little bit less each week, but they've lost all 3 of those games. So perhaps we're going to see Allen carry the heavy load once more. Again, figure there's only so many bullets in the gun. But for the Raiders, they got to do something to break this losing streak. 3rd and 5 from the 37. Pass out to the sideline, misses the mark. Off the hands, incomplete. Zach Miller can't reel it in, and the Raiders, as the Colts did before them, go 3 and out on drive number 1. Just underway here in Indianapolis. Appreciate you all tuning in. In week 17, punt there. Hester tries for the return. He gets driven down hard at the 22, and that's where the Colts will start series 2. So there you see the Colts currently on the outside looking in. You've got 7 or 8 teams jam-packed there at 8 or 9 wins, fighting for those wild card spots. Jones rolls out. He's going to throw this one away, senses the pressure. For the Raiders, Ben Davidson looks like he's a bit dinged up there. Davidson heads out to the sideline. Arms heavily taped. Slams his helmet down in disgust, but he's not going back down the tunnel, so I'd assume we'd see Davidson again. Handoff for Mitchell. Not too much there. Brought down Phil Villapiano, the first guy to get to him. It'll be 3rd and 8 from the 24. Cafferty puts Jones in the shotgun. Jones steps up, pressure around him. Jones tries to get past the line of scrimmage, but he hits the deck. Lives to fight another day. Felt the pocket kind of starting to collapse around him. Stepped up, didn't see anybody. Thought about running, but Dan Connors there shadowing him. Jones hits the deck, and the Colts will punt again. So defense is ruling on these first few drives. 3 and outs. There's Hayes. Hayes, again, handling return duties with the injury to Tim Brown. That's a big one. Brown among the top 10 receivers in the league. This Raiders offense has scuffled a bit during this 3-game losing streak. So missing Brown, certainly not something they can afford. Another reason you might see a heavier load from Marcus Allen today. Gets the carry there, picks up a yard before Robert Mathis hammers him to the ground. It'll be 2nd and 9. Stabler drops back, looks, pass complete. Ethan Horton spins out of one tackle, spins out of another. Nice job, Ethan Horton. First down out to the 48. Ethan Horton bounces off a pair of defenders, picks up 14 yards and a first down for the Raiders. 2 tight ends set here on a fresh set for Oakland. First down of the game. Handoff there. Carl Smith, his first carry of the game, he only picks up a yard. It'll be 2nd and 9. Stabler, short slant, complete. Mervin Fernandez down to the 40, first down. Quick little slant route there. Fernandez figures to get a lot of the load with Brown out of the lineup. 1st and 10, down to the 40. Play action. Stabler rolls, pass, complete. There's Zach Miller down inside the 25. Nice little play there. Stabler almost rolled right into Robert Mathis, but gets rid of it. Hits Miller for 17. Vontae Davis on the stop for the Colts. Stabler takes a whack from Mathis there. But it's a first down for the Raiders. They move the chains again down to the 23. Handoff, Allen looks for an opening. Down inside the 20 to the 18. Pickup of 5. Inside 6.5 minutes left here in the opening quarter from Indianapolis. Stabler drops back. Pressure coming around him. Backs up. Throws. End zone tipped away. He had Marcus Allen in the back of the end zone, but Shaquille Leonard stays with him, gets a hand on it. Incomplete. And it'll be 3rd and 5. Stabler drops. Looks. Left-hand side. It's intercepted. Oh, a huge interception there. Freeman picks it off. Intended for Mervin Fernandez. Big turnover from Ken Stabler. Jarrell Freeman with the interception in the red zone. Something the Raiders could ill afford. So a promising Raiders drive snuffed out by the Freeman interception. Stabler snaps his helmet off in disgust on the Raiders sideline. We're still scoreless, and here come Jones and the Colts for drive number 3. First turnover of the game. Colts will start from the 7. Mitchell the lone setback. Pressure coming. Jones steps up, and he's brought down. Second sack for the Raiders. Down goes Bert Jones. So the Raiders apparently have a couple of injuries. Back up on the defensive line. Picks up the sack there. 2nd and 15. Handoff up the middle. Lido Mitchell, nothing is there. Colts playing it conservatively. Hand off Mitchell again. They look for the conservative call there just to get out of trouble, and Mitchell gets them more than that. First down, but there is a flag down, and it's an illegal block in the back on Robert Pratt, the left guard. So the first down run from Mitchell is nullified. 3rd and 8 for the Colts. Jones drops pass, left side, complete. First down, he's got Roger Carr. Big 3rd down conversion there for the Colts. Jones to Carr, who gets a step. He's using coverage there. That's Nnamdi Asomugha. He got a step on him. Asomugha brings him down from behind, but it's a first down for the Colts. A big 3rd down conversion gets them out of the shadow of their own end zone. 1st and 10 from the 43. And that's going to be a false start. That'll eat up 5 of those yards. That'll push them back to the 38, 1st and 15. Two tight end set here for the Colts. And off Mitchell. Tries to get to the outside. Villapiano stays with them and drags them down. You see, last week, Lionel Mitchell, 21 carries for 58 yards. He was largely bottled up. Mitchell again missed a few weeks during the season as well with an injury. 2nd and 13 from the 40. Delayed handoff. Nothing there. Chester McLaughlin closes up that hole. Brings Mitchell down for a loss. Maybe back to the line of scrimmage there. 3rd and 15 from the 38. Hard count from Jones. Nobody bites. Takes the snap. Floats one. Right hand side. Incomplete. Lester Hayes. Glenn Dowdy had a step on him, but Jones puts it out too far ahead of him. It's incomplete, and the Colts will have to punt. On Stark. Bangs this one deep. There you see Lester Hayes returning punts with Tim Brown injured. Not sure how long Brown will be out. Obviously a huge loss for this Raiders squad. So Stabler will try to shake off the interception. Hand off there to Marcus Allen. Pick up with 2. It'll be 2nd and 8. Earl Freeman, who had that interception, comes up there for the stop. 2nd and 8 from the 24. Handoff. Allen again. Pulls his way out past the 30 to the 31. Stopped shy of the first down. Handoff. Allen fights off one tackler, gets to the marker, moves the chains out to the 33. Good hard running from Marcus Allen, as is his trademark. Coming up on 30 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Handoff up the middle. Allen is blown up there. Shaquille Leonard gets through for the stop. It's a loss of 2. It'll be 2nd and 12. Ticking away here in the first. We'll see if Stabler gets a snap off before the quarter comes to a close. He elects not to. And we'll head to quarter number 2. Scoreless matchup here in Indy. Big game between these two squads. Raiders and Colts head to quarter number 2. Mike Curtis, the captain of this Colts defense. Stabler, short drop. Pass there, misses the mark, incomplete. Stabler now only 3 of 7 with that interception. Completed 2 of his first 3. He's 1 for his last 4. Third and 12. Drops back again. Pressure from the backside. Stabler ends up throwing that one away, incomplete. So the Colts defense does a good job there, and they're starting to get some pressure here on Stabler. Rather than escaping the pocket there, Stabler just decides to throw that one away. take the punt from Marquette King. Put it back on the Raiders defense. Still looking for our first points here early in quarter number 2. Raiders and Colts scoreless. Jones wants Richardson to come closer. Snap there, pass, and there is Richardson. And it's a fumble, ball's on the ground. Not sure who has it, it's still rolling around. It looks like the Raiders have it. Gus Otto falls on it. Richardson made the catch, had it jarred loose. We might have a review here. And I think that fumble was going to get overturned. It looked like Richardson had that ball until he hit the turf. Stabler and company coming out onto the field right now, but I gotta believe there's going to be a review here, and there is.
Previous play is under review.
Then you can see pretty clearly Richardson had that ball before he hit the ground. Van McElroy and Lester Hayes. Dan Connors comes in as well. Richardson took a bit of a jolt there. But the fumble will be overturned. Instead, it's 2nd and 5 from the 41 for the Colts. They catch a break. Jones out into the flat, complete. Oh my goodness. Mitchell makes the grab and Phil Villapiano unloads on it. Loss of a yard. It's 3rd and 6. Left hand side, Jones misses the mark, incomplete. And the Colts punting unit will come on. Ron Stark will be seen once again. Next game on the channel will be that one, Saints and Buccaneers. In that jam-packed NFC South, every team in that division is in contention, largely because that division is fairly mediocre. None of those teams are great, but the Panthers have been surprising. They sit in the playoff spot. The Saints have a playoff spot right now. The Falcons are in the thick of things, and the Bucs. They're all separated by a game. Keep knocking each other off, and in the NFC, several teams underperforming. So the Packers have been disappointing. The Cowboys were disappointing, although the Cowboys have righted the ship and are now on the fringe of a playoff hope. They need a lot of help. The Cowboys do have an opportunity, but the Lions and the Bears, both terrible. So around 500 keeps you in that wild card hunt in the NFC. That NFC South could end up with 2, possibly 3 representatives in the postseason. And that NFC side, there's the completion there to Ethan Horton. That NFC side, 49ers, the class of the NFC. The Eagles also very good. And the Vikings, those are the top 3 teams on the NFC side. I think there's a pretty decent margin between them and the rest of the league at the point in the season. The one I would watch out for if the Rams, and the Rams need help, but if the Rams can somehow get in, that Rams offense very explosive. And their defense forces a ton of turnovers. If the Rams were somehow to get their way in, they would be an upset pick. AFC is the deeper league here in year 1, or the deeper conference, rather. 1st and 10, Raiders onto the Colts side of the field. Handoff, Allen looking for something to open up. Keeps his legs moving. Gets himself 3 yards. That's a hard-fought 3 yards. Only 11 carries for only 28 yards so far for Marcus Allen. As expected, Allen going back to getting a heavy load, and he's got a good run here. 1st down and more, down inside the 35, fights his way close to the 30. He'll be just shy of that, down to the 31. Good, strong run from Marcus Allen. 1st and 10, the Raiders are on the move. 9.5 minutes left in the first half. Handoff, Smith slips through a tackle. Good job by Smith to make something out of nothing. 3rd carry of the game for him. He picks up 5. It's 2nd and 5 from the 26. Handoff, and there's nothing there. Colts defense all over Marcus Allen. Stop for a loss right up the middle. Colts blow through the lane there. 3rd and 9 from the 29. Stable drops. Pressure from the outside. Corner blitz, and they get him. Moore brings them down, and that'll bring up 4th down. And this would be a 52-yard kick from Barr. That's right at the end of his range, and the Raiders are going to decide to go for the punt here and try to pin the Colts deep instead. So that corner blitz sack pushes the Raiders out of field goal range. King gets it inside the 20, but not as deep as he wanted it. Colts will start off from their 16. We're still scoreless midway through quarter number 2. Handoff Lido, Mitchell to the outside. Villapiano brings him down at the 20. It's a pickup of 4. 6 carries, only 7 yards on the ground from Mitchell. Good job by this Raiders defense against the run to this point. Another pitch. Mitchell gets to the outside. That time he gets through the seam a bit. Lester Hayes brings him down. It'll be 3rd and 2 from the 24. Jones drops back. Short. Steps up. Now throws it out. A little bit of a tight end out route there, and he gets to the marker. Pat Beach, a 4-yard pickup. Neat little play there by the Colts. Gets to the marker for the 1st down. Chains move. High formation behind Jones. Here's Mitchell. Mitchell waits for a hole to open. Kind of stutter step. Shoots his way through. Villapiano brings him down again. Villapiano has been involved in a lot defensively for the Raiders so far here. 2nd and 5 from the 33. Inside 5 minutes left in the first half. Roger Carr in motion. Slides inside. Jones stands back, looks. Cross near the sideline, incomplete. That'll bring up a 3rd and 5. Jones into the shotgun, Mitchell at his right. Jones stands in, pass at the marker, it's complete. 1st down, out to the 41. Another little short pass, Tom Mitchell picks up 8. Colts just trying to take short passes. Advance their way down the field in small chunks. That one's a little bit deeper, and it's complete. Play action. Jones hits Dowdy over the middle in the Raiders' territory, down inside the 40 to the 37. 22 yards for Dowdy. 1st and 10 for the Colts. Furthest they've advanced things here. And off Mitchell to the outside. Tries to turn the corner. Good job coming up. I believe that was Eddie Anderson on the stop. But Mitchell picks up 4. It'll be 2nd and 6. Joseph Adai, the lone setback. Jones pivots left, throws, it's caught. Mitchell has it for the 1st down. We have not seen Ken Dilger yet. Dilger was injured a week ago. I did not check the injury status on the 2 teams before the game, so Dilger might be out this week for the Colts. 2-minute warning, 1st and 10. Colts driving, a scoreless game as we close in on halftime. Jones over the middle, incomplete, intended for Carr. Asamoah right there with him. Jones now 7 of 13. Shotgun Jones. Slant there, complete. It's Dowdy again. Dowdy fights his way through a tackle inside the 15, down to the 12. It's another 1st down for the Colts. Dowdy's 2nd catch of the drive. And there was good coverage. There was a fairly jam-packed middle of the field there, but Jones slides that one in. Dowdy was able to get out of the tackle of Lester Hayes. Connors with the stop. Minute 20. Both teams have all 3 timeouts. Jones, end zone incomplete, intended for Willie Richardson. Misses the mark. It's 2nd and 10. Van McElroy in coverage there. Pass complete. It's caught by Carr, but he's shy of the marker. It'll be 3rd and 1 from the 3, and the Colts will take their first timeout. Minute 3 left in the half of a scoreless game, but the Colts knocking on the door to try to get their way in. Oakland and Indy 0-0 late in the first half. Raiders change things up defensively. Richardson in motion. Jones is actually going to throw this one incomplete. So now 4th and 1 from the 3. Do the Colts just try to get the 0 off the board? And that's what they're going to do. Mike Vanderjagt will come on. This should be a 20-yard chip shot. Kick is up and good. So Vanderjagt drills it. The Colts settle for 3, but they're the first 3 of the game. Inside the final minute of the first half. 3-0 Indy. 58 ticks left on the clock. Kickoff there, taken at the 5. Throw it out, across the 30 to the 31. There you see Marcus Allen, 13 carries for 40 yards here in this first half. Allen on pace. To go over that 25 carry mark. Fake there from Stabler. Pass, and it's intercepted. Stabler is picked off. And it's a run back inside the 30, inside the 25. Vontae Davis with the interception. Second pick thrown by Ken Stabler. Vontae Davis with the interception. Intended for Mervin Fernandez. That's a heck of a grab by Davis. And Stabler has been picked off for the second time. And now the Colts have a chance to get more points before the half. 45 seconds left. Pass there, incomplete. Jones now 9 of 18. Stands in the pocket. Looks over the middle, complete. They'll take a timeout. Third and 7. That's complete. Down to the 8, 1st and goal. Still a timeout left on the clock. The Colts will take their last timeout, though. Figure they maybe got one shot here. They got to go end zone. They probably have enough time to maybe do one and then do a quick snap. Pass, end zone incomplete. 2nd and goal coming up. So now the Raiders, after Stabler's second interception, Raiders are going to try to limit the Colts to 3 here. Jones in the pocket. End zone. Touchdown Colts. Dowdy. Glenn Dowdy with the touchdown reception, and the interception from Stabler proves costly. Jones hits Dowdy in the back of the end zone, and the Colts get bonus points before the half. Pending the extra point, it'll be 10-0 Indy. Vanderjagt for the extra point. It is up, and it is good. 5 plays, 21 yards, and that is an absolute dagger to the Raiders. Vanderjagt's kick taken at the 6. Turn out across the 20. Raiders do have all 3 timeouts, but only 15 seconds left. I would imagine they're going to play this pretty conservatively here. And they do. It's a handoff. Marcus Allen up the middle, out to the 30. The Raiders do call a timeout, though. That's some Madden clock management for you there. That doesn't really make any sense. Play action. Pass complete. Horton steps out of bounds, out to the 42. So now you've always gotten yourself in a position where Stabler can go for a Hail Mary shot here and hope for something before the gun sounds for halftime. Drops back. That's exactly what he's going to do. Stabler's going to air this one out. Deep ball down the left-hand side. Inside the 5, tip, falls to the ground, incomplete. And that will bring the first half to a close. So the late interception from Ken Stabler turns into 7 for the Colts. And the teams head into the tunnel 10-0 Indianapolis, Week 17. The Raiders trying to snap a 3-game losing streak. Minus their top receiver in Tim Brown. It has been a struggle, to say the least, for the Raiders these past 3 weeks. Defense has played solid, but the offense has to be able to get something going in the offense, which has been so solid for the Raiders during the season. Not great, but solid for sure. Certainly struggling here during this stretch. And you see, 49ers, Redskins, that game will happen here on the channel as well as the Redskins trying to get themselves into a playoff spot. But here in Indy, 10-0. Colts over the Raiders as we get ready for the second half. So 1st and 10 for the Raiders from their 23 as we get things going. Sorry, I had to step away from the mic there for a minute. Hand off Marcus Allen. Loss of 3, and the Colts start off the second half right on top of them. Jarrell Freeman with the stop. Pass over the middle, and that was almost picked off. Stabler almost picked off for a 3rd time. Ken Stabler is only 5 of 14 in this one. Remember, Stabler had a rough first half a week ago and then picked it up in the second half, but it was too little too late. Standing in, great coverage down the field. Stabler fires incomplete. Lots of time, but Stabler can hit the mark. 3 and out for the Raiders to open up the second half. Marquette King with the punt. Fair catch called at the 33, and Bert Jones and company will get back to work. So starting from their 33-yard line. Fired there, incomplete. Good coverage. Dangerous pass there from Jones. Nnamdi Asomugha right with him. It'll be 2nd and 10. Jones drops back. Pressure comes. Villapiano hits him as he throws it. It's incomplete. Phil Villapiano having a heck of a game for this Raiders defense. He has been all over the place. There's a shot on Bert Jones there. It'll be 3rd and 10. Jones over the middle, incomplete. So 3 and out for the Colts. Raiders will get the ball back. Raiders defense has been fine. This problem is on the offense. You see the big donut there next to the Raiders logo on the scoreboard. Ron Stark with the punt. Fair catch is called. Back at the 26. Marcus Allen there, out to the 39, 1st and 10. Oh, they got a signal that my controller was running low, so I had to go and plug the charger in. I had it off the charger at the moment, so I had to step away from the mic there and get the cable hooked up. Allen to the outside, big run, Marcus Allen, down into Colts territory, inside the 35, down to the 33. So Marcus Allen gets his legs churning here in the second half. back-to-back solid plays from Allen. 1st and 10 from the Colts 33. Handoff. Marv Hubbard. Not too much there. Hubbard's first carry of the game. He picks up a yard. It'll be 2nd and 9. Lyles on the stop. Stabler drops. Looks. Pass complete. Ethan Horton with the reception. 1st down to the 22. 4th catch of the game from Horton. So far, the Colts have done a terrific job on Mervin Fernandez. Again, Fernandez figured to be the lead option with Tim Brown out of the lineup. The Colts have not given him much. Speaking of not getting much, Allen is stuffed there. Loss of 2. 2nd and 12 from the 24. And off Allen. Finds his way through the gap. 1st down, Marcus Allen. Gets a good block from Mark Van Eegen, who's dinged up. But Allen finds his way through the hole. Van Eegen to the bench. Has his helmet off, but at his feet. He's not going to let them take that helmet away from him. He wants back in this game. But Hubbard in there with the fullback slot now. 1st and 10. Stabler. Slant. Complete. Touchdown Raiders. And there's Mervin Fernandez, who we just talked about. Great drive there for Oakland. Stabler hits Fernandez on the slant, and the Raiders have the first points of the second half. And pending the extra point from Chris Barr will bring this back to a field goal game. Vontae Davis was all over Fernandez there, but Stabler zips that one in. And a much-needed touchdown for the Raiders. Extra point attempt from Barr is up and good. 7 plays, 73 yards in 3:16. And the Raiders cut the deficit to 10-7. 10:25 left in quarter number 3. Barr with the kick, taken at the 5. Hester out across the 20 to the 25, and that's where the Colts will take over. Two tight end set here for the Colts. Play action. Jones goes down the field, and it's complete. Roger Carr. Carr's going to go the distance. Touchdown, Colts. That's how you answer it. Jones to Carr on a post over the middle. And it takes one play for the Colts to answer the Raiders' touchdown with one of their own. And the crowd here in Indy is fired up. So is Bert Jones. We mentioned earlier the Colts have just been taking little bits, little pieces. So far in this one, they take the shot there, and it hits 75 yards, Jones to Carr. And the Colts extend their lead back to 10. It's 17-7. Not a good job on the return there. Stopped shy of the 20. There you see Mervin Fernandez, 2 catches for 20 yards. He did, of course, have the touchdown on the last drive. But that really hurts. The Raiders brought this back within a field goal, had taken momentum, and that momentum lasts about 20 seconds. And now Mike Curtis plays a shot on Marcus Allen. Knocks Allen down after a pickup of 1, 2nd and 9 from the 18. Handoff. Nothing doing there. 3rd and 4 from the 23. Pass. Into the hands and jarred out of the hands of Marv Hubbard out in the flat. And the Raiders will have to punt. What a turn. There, the Raiders took momentum, had something to build on, and the Colts just snatched it right back from them. There you see Roger Carr, the man with the strike, 4 for 128. 75 of those on the touchdown from the last Colts drive. 8:40 left in the third. Again, the Raiders, who were 11-1, have dropped 3 straight. Lydell Mitchell jukes his man. Gets out past midfield into Raiders territory. Best run of the game for Lydell Mitchell. Nnamdi Asomugha finally brings him down, but it's 1st and 10 for the Colts. Van McElroy probably wants to pick his cleats up because he just got faked out of them. First and 10 for the Colts from the Raiders' 49. Handoff. Mitchell tries to get to the outside, shakes out of a tackle from Howie Long. Long tried to get him around the ankles. Mitchell was able to step through it. Bill Piano on the stop. Mitchell picks up 3. 2nd and 7 from the 46. Carr, pass, left-hand side. Complete. Down to the 37, 1st and 10. 5th catch of the game for Roger Carr. Carr among the top 10 receivers in the league. Handoff Mitchell to the outside. Dan Connors wrestles him down just inside the 30 to the 29. And the Colts are feeling it, and this is big here. This Raiders defense has to come through. Do not want to let this get to more than a 2-score game. Jones fires, complete. Willie Richardson down inside the 20 to the 17. Jones now 15 of 28. 219 and a pair of scores. Play action. Jones in the pocket. Good coverage by the Raiders. Jones gets to the outside. He's just going to throw this one away. He gets taken down from behind. Derek Burgess hammers Jones. Jones wanted a flag there. He didn't get it. 2nd and 10. Play action, pass, complete, down inside the 5. It's Carr again. And Jones and Carr have had such a good combination all season. And they're putting it to work here. Wilson with the stop, but Jones zips it into Roger Carr down inside the 5. It'll be 1st and goal for the Colts. Jones, pass, end zone, touchdown. Dowdy again. 2nd score of the game for Glenn Dowdy, who has had a fine game here for Indy. And the Raiders, I don't know how they're going to be able to pump the brakes on this skid that they are on right now. Successive losses to the Vikings, the Chargers, and the Chiefs. And now the Colts have them down 24-7 in quarter number 3. They were 11-1. They are in danger of falling to 11-5. Return there out to the 19. So Oakland has some work ahead of them here. And you can see the normally confident Ken Stabler. That is a slow walk on the field. That is a man who is looking for answers. Handoff, Allen. Off tackle, Mike Curtis squares him up. Allen picks up 2. It'll be 2nd and 8. Handoff Allen again, and he's blown up there. That's Shaquille Leonard with the stop. Loss of 2. 3rd and 10. Stabler at the line, calling out the signals. Drops back in the pocket. Looking, pressure coming. Down goes Stabler. Fred Cook with the sack brings him down back at the 10. And it is getting from bad to worse for the Raiders. Cook gets past Bart Shell for the sack. 4th and 19, the punting unit comes on. Fair catch taken at the 46. 2:21 left in the third. This game was scoreless. Inside 2 minutes left in the first half. 31 points since then over the last 15 minutes. 24 of them have gone the Colts' way. Incomplete there, 2nd and 10. Hand off Mitchell. Filipiano stops him on the counter. 3rd and 9. Filipiano has had a very good game for this Raiders defense. Jones stands in. Steps up. Jones is going to keep it. First down. Thinks about diving and then decides he's going to lower the shoulder. Eddie Anderson brings him down, but Jones scrambles for the first. Down to the Raiders 40, and the Colts are feeling it. He looked like he was going to take a headlong dive there and give himself up, and then he decided, what the heck? Try to fight for the extra couple of yards. Colts have all the momentum right now. Hand off Mitchell. Inside the 40, picks up a couple. 14 carries, 54 yards on the day for Lydell Mitchell. Handoff. Mitchell to the outside. First down. Inside the 30 to the 26. It'll be 1st and 10, and that should bring us to the end of quarter number 3. And it will. So the teams will flip sides. But the Raiders, you'll see there, 81 total passing yards. 200 yards of total offense entering the fourth quarter. That's not going to get it done. 2 picks from Stabler, one of them costly. Pump fake there, incomplete. They ran that play successfully once before, but they also had it botched like that fairly early in the game. It's a quick communication timing play there that doesn't seem to have been mastered in the Colts playbook. Pass there, incomplete. Lester Hayes in tight coverage. It's 3rd and 10. Jones in the shotgun. Mitchell to his left. Pair of receivers up top. It's complete. Short pass. Beach fights off one tackler, but he's going to be brought down just shy of the marker. And Roger Carr goes off the field with an apparent injury there. We'll have to keep an eye on that. In the meantime, Mike Vanderchat will come on for a 34-yard field goal attempt. The kick is up, and it is good. So the lead is now 20 in what has just been a miserable month for the Raiders. Through 12 weeks, the Raiders were considered the best team in football. Poor job on the return there. Again, stopped shy of the 20. Stabler and Marcus Allen talking about it as they take the field. But that the whole body language and everything of this Raiders offense looks like a team that's defeated. Fake on the play action. Stabler steps up, fires down the left-hand side, incomplete, off the mark. Stabler, 7 of 19 for 96 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 picks. That one comes to the right side. It's complete. Nice grab, Mervin Fernandez, who goes up and gets it, brings it down at the 43, 1st and 10. 3rd catch of the game for Fernandez. Good coverage. Vontae Davis, but Fernandez goes up and reels it in. Fake handoff goes left-hand side. That one's incomplete. 2nd and 10 for the Raiders. 3 receivers up to the high side. Stabler looks over the middle, complete. Down inside the 30. Complete there. That's Dokie Williams, his first catch of the game. Gets him down inside the Colts 30 to the 29. 28-yard strike from Stabler to Williams. First 10, handoff. Allen up the middle. Curtis hangs on. Allen drives him backwards, but Curtis drags him down. It's a pickup of 6, 2nd and 4. Handoff. And that ball's loose. On the ground, Raiders recover. No harm, no foul there. Smith leaves that one on the ground. 3rd and 3 from the 22. Handoff. Allen stopped shy of the marker. Shaquille Leonard with the stop. 4th and 2 from the 21. Got to think the Raiders are going to go for it here. Field goal doesn't really get them anything. Still plenty of time left in the game, but they are going to go for it. 2 timeouts. 4th and 2 for the Raiders from the Colts 21. Trying to keep some hope alive here. Handoff, Allen, and the whole Colts defense buries Marcus Allen in the backfield. 4th down comes up short. Colts will take it over on downs, and that's pretty much going to ruin the hopes of the Raiders, one would think. I know there's plenty of time left, but they're down by 20, and the Raiders just cannot get the big play when they need it. I don't know how they get themselves out of this rut. Talent is obviously there. They were 11-1. But this would be 4 straight losses for the Oakland Raiders. With 1 week of season left to right their ship before heading into the playoffs. Mitchell there picks up 2. He's brought down. 2nd and 8 from the 26. Handoff. Mitchell covers it up. Just protect the football. 17 for 72 for Mitchell on the day. Connors brings him down. It's 3rd and 5. Handoff. Mitchell is stuffed. That'll bring up 4th down. The Colts are fine with that. Let the clock tick away. Ron Stark will come on for the punt. Really good job, obviously, by this Colts defense. That was terrific early in the season and then kind of seemed to have lost their way in the middle of the year, but they've played well the past few weeks. Fair catch is called there. The Raiders need to hope that they can get Tim Brown back. It certainly does change this offense with Tim Brown out injured. Mervin Fernandez, a solid receiver, but he's not really a number 1. Fake Stabler. Stands in, looks towards the sideline, incomplete. Second and 10 coming up. Go to the same play, and again, Stabler misses the mark. And he had his man on that one. Coverage was better on the first one, but that time he had a man open on the sideline. Stabler just missed him. That's a big win for the Bengals over the Chiefs. 24-12, but Cincinnati clings to their faint playoff hopes. Stabler wide of the target again. 3 and out for the Raiders, although they'll obviously go for it here on 4th down because they don't really have any other choice. Down 20. 4th and 10 from their own 23. Stabler drops back. Pressure coming. Stabler shakes off the tackler, but Mathis gets him from behind. Stabler shakes off the first tackler, but Mathis drives him down. 3rd sack for the Colts. Great effort by Stabler to get out of the pressure there. First man had his handles on him. Stabler shakes it loose, but before he can find his feet, Robert Mathis The sack leader for the Colts brings them down from behind, and it's now 1st and goal for Indianapolis. And off Mitchell. Brought down by Otto, 2nd and goal from the 8. Handoff. Mitchell fights his way forward, pushed from behind, trying to drive him into the end zone. The Raiders, the 5th-ranked defense in the league. Mitchell gets down to the 1, 3rd and goal. Play action. Jones rolls to the outside. He's going to be brought down from behind by Villapiano for the sack. Jones tries to get to the outside, but Villapiano, who has certainly been the best guy on this Raiders defense today, gets to him. Vanderjagt will come on. They run a fake, and that's being a bit brazen there from Don McCafferty. Fake, they flip to Vanderjagt, who looked like he was possibly going to throw it. He ends up being brought down. Yeah, I got nothing for you there. That's a weird play call. Like if you're going to go and try to get, if you're not going to kick the field goal there, you're on the 1. Just run the play. So questionable, to say the least. That's the first time I've seen that, so it's not like that's something that happens regularly, but that's just a kind of what are you doing kind of play. Pass there, complete to Fernandez. 1st and 10 out to the 37. Stabler, pass tipped away, incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10. Not a good day for the Snake. One of the top 10 rated passers in the league. He's been sitting between that 8 to 10 mark for most of the season. But the rest of this Raiders squad has struggled in this past month. Stabler has struggled as well. That pass is complete to Mike Ciani along the sideline. Stabler puts that one in. Ciani gets some extra yardage. After the catch, we're inside 5.5 minutes remaining in the game. Stabler looks, pass, tipped, and incomplete. Tried to hit Doki Williams down the seam. Stabler looks, left-hand side. Incomplete again. Good coverage. That time it's Stukes on the coverage. 3rd and 10 from the 35. The Jets take down the Colts. Take down the Browns, rather. That's a... We'll get back to that in a minute, as Ken Stabler has just been picked off for the 3rd time, the 2nd time by Vontae Davis. And Ken Stabler walking off the field, just disgruntled. That pass, he's looking for Mark Van Eegen out of the backfield on a little bit of kind of a wheel route / out from Van Eegen there. And again, you're down 20. That's really not the play that you're looking at, but Stabler just trying to get something in there. There's your story. 3 turnovers for the Raiders. Colts have protected the football perfectly. Mitchell spins out of a tackle, picks up 3 out to the 26. And McElroy on the stop. I'm saying the Jets have one of the worst records in the league, but the Jets have won 4 of 5, if I remember correctly. There you see the Houston Texans 0-16. They fall again, this time to the Oilers. Big win there for the Giants. We talked about the Rams earlier. The Rams 7-8-1. That loss to the Giants may have done in the Rams' playoff hopes. And nobody is going to be sad to see the Rams miss out on the playoffs. That is an explosive offense. The Steelers' hopes at a comeback run at the playoffs, much like the Cowboys are trying to pull off in the NFC, 2 of the more disappointing teams in the league. Seahawks may have put the brakes on that. I don't think the Steelers, 8-9 isn't going to get it done. Too many teams already with 8 or 9 wins in the AFC. So the Steelers are going to miss out on the playoffs in the AFC, which is a surprise. The Steelers' defense has been great. That offense has not really clicked. They've done better since Ben Roethlisberger took over for Terry Bradshaw. But still, by no means an offense that matches the defense there. Connor's on the stop. That'll get us to the 2-minute warning here in Indy. 27-7 Colts as the Raiders' struggles continue. And if you're just tuning in, I have mentioned this plenty of times, of course, the Raiders were 11-1 at one point. They have now, unless there's a dramatic comeback in these last 2 minutes, down 20, and without the football, the Raiders will have lost 4 straight games. They're not getting beat by patsies, make no mistake about it, but it's been a tough stretch of the schedule, and the Raiders have not been up to the task. That bye week really messed them up, it seems like. They had one of the last bye weeks of the season. They were 11-1, and since coming back from the bye week, they haven't won a game. I mean, that bye week is fine to try to get some guys healthy, but it also can kind of kill momentum. Raiders had won 10 straight heading into that bye week. So we'll go through the motions of the last minute 16 here. Stable will just kind of look for some positive feelings. Pass there. Miller has it, but then loses it. We'll see if the ground forced the fumble. Miller pointing up at the scoreboard to say check the replay. He's got it. Yep, the ground's going to have forced that. So this will get overturned. The Raiders will keep the ball. Bert Jones rushing out on the field hoping to beat the review, but that's not going to happen. Zach Miller clearly on the ground before that ball comes out. This won't take long to decide. So inside the minute, 1st and 10. Quick out, incomplete. Intended for Fernandez. This is a huge victory for the Colts. Now at 9-7, they'll put pressure on other teams. Again, that whole middle pack of teams at 8-8 and 9-7. Just keep winning. That's all you can do. That AFC is jam-packed. Again, the AFC has been much deeper than the NFC. Again, you're seeing bottom teams in the AFC, teams like the Jets and the Dolphins, honestly, both starting to. The AFC is certainly the deeper league here in year 1 of the FSFL. I keep saying league. You know what I mean, the deeper conference. I'm thinking in baseball terms, American League, National League. Stabler, pass, and that one is almost picked off. That would have been the 4th interception thrown by Stabler, who has just had a miserable day. 2nd and 10 from the 36. That game will be here on the channel as well. That'll be a huge one. San Diego 9-6, Denver 8-7. Win there for the Chargers would pretty much punch their ticket. But a loss would raise a lot of questions here in this AFC. Down inside the 25, Raiders take another timeout. 1st and 10, Stabler. Looks. Horton gets out of bounds at the 16. 2nd and 2. 23 seconds left. Another short little hook route on the left side. They take their last timeout. Complete there to Zach Miller. 1st and 10 from the 10. Stabler drops up the middle. Down he goes. Fred Cook, his second sack of the game. Fourth sack for the Colts. And that will bring this one to a close. And a fitting note to end this one on. Stabler driven to the ground. The Colts asserting themselves to wrap this one up. McCaffrey and Madden, a passing handshake. John Madden probably doesn't want to talk to anybody at the moment. But the Colts, this is a huge, huge victory for them. A.C. Jones, 245, 3 touchdowns. Neither quarterback particularly accurate on the day. Stabler amassed 270 yards. Certainly did not feel like that. He had a lot of those 20-yard completions, I suppose. 16 of 41 for 270, 1 touchdown, but 3 interceptions. Bert Jones, 18 of 35 for 245, 3 TDs, no picks. Jones protects the ball well. Marcus Allen, 26 for 108. Lydell Mitchell, 25 for 94, your leading ball carriers on the day. Roger Carr, a big game, 6 for 152 and a score. Mervin Fernandez, 5 for 84 and a score. Leading the way for the Raiders on the defensive side, Dan Connors and Mike Curtis led their respective teams with 13 tackles. Shaquille Leonard, 4 tackles for a loss. Fred Cook, 2 sacks. Kenny Moore, big corner blitz. Robert Mathis had a sack also. Nnamdi Asomugha and Phil Villapiano sacks for the Raiders, along with backup guy Joe Randall. I'll tell you, and it was a stupid thing. In retrospect, I would have changed it. I had just had I made 100. Every team has the 130 player master pool, and I did an even 50 guys for year 1. So there's 3 roster spots taken up by those kind of low-rated Joe Random guys, and they're pretty much all either offensive linemen or defensive linemen. But with the number of injuries that happen in the league and just subs and tiring and stuff like that, those guys actually do get some playing time. So essentially you'll see them kind of make a play like that. The real mistake was using them on the because offensive line injuries, at least in the course of a game, they don't even have to be long-term injuries. But in the course of a game, offensive linemen will miss series of plays and stuff like that. And those low-rated guys get chewed up. And that contributed a lot to kind of the early season, sack numbers being up high too, along with other things, along with just having to kind of adjust playbooks and schemes and stuff like that. Now we've got it kind of nicely balanced. You're getting teams, for the most part, between 1 and 5 sacks a game for a team, which is totally fine. Have the occasional outlier. The Chiefs had a game, I guess it was last week. I think actually it may have been this game against the Raiders, where the Chiefs got like 9 sacks in that game or something like that. Chiefs have a great pass rush, but again, the Raiders' offensive line is really good, so they shouldn't be giving up that many. But again, I digress. Just kind of the under the hood kind of stuff that I've either had to work on during the course of this season, or I'll work on for still trying to improve for year 2 of the FSFL. But for now, we're going to wrap up year 1. Week 17 as we close in here on the playoffs. 27-7, huge win for the Colts. Colts improved to 9-7. Raiders, their 4th straight loss, they fall to 11-5. As always, appreciate you tuning in. Next game on the channel, I believe, is going to be Saints and Buccaneers. That's going to be a huge matchup for the NFC playoff picture. We'll also have 49ers and Redskins and Chargers and Broncos as the last broadcasts of Week 17 before we head into the final week of the season. Also, tune in. We're going to have some more Franchise Stars Basketball Association broadcasts coming up here on the channel. I kind of haven't done one of those in a bit, so we got to do a little bit of catch-up there. And I'm also going to have an announcement regarding plans for the Legend Sports Universe Boxing Federation coming up here on the channel as well. Thank you as always, guys. Bang that like button, subscribe if you have not as of yet, and most importantly, be good to each other, and we'll talk soon. The Colts down the Raiders in Indy, 27-7.